I want you to keep grounding yourself in your direct experience. So what we've been exploring here is direct experience. That's another word for it. Actuality, direct experience, truth, being, consciousness, these are all identical. They all point to the same thing. And keep making the distinction in your mind between concepts and imagination and actuality. Keep sharpening this distinction. Keep practicing it over and over and over again. This is going to take a lot of work. This is going to take hundreds and thousands of hours of your life to do this work, but it's going to be highly worthwhile. And you're not going to know the full benefits of doing this work until you actually do this work. Because the benefits of it are actual and not conceptual. If I told you all the benefits, I could, but if I told you all the benefits, all that would be just more concepts. And so what you would have is you have a lot of concepts about the benefits, but you wouldn't have the actual benefits. So instead, what I want you to have is the actual benefits rather than the concepts and ideas of benefits. So if you've been watching Actualized for a long time and what you have is a lot of ideas, but you're struggling to get the actual benefits, you only have the theoretical benefits. That's because you're not doing the actual work. And so therefore what you have is you have only ideas of the benefits, which is better than nothing. It's better than where you were when you started, when you didn't know about any of this stuff, where you were just depressed and miserable and lost. It's better than that. But you got to go one step further, which is to get the actual benefits. I want you to be very honest with yourself about the benefits you get from this work. Or really any teaching for that matter. Any teaching. You got to be brutally honest with yourself and ask yourself this. Yes, I've been learning all this stuff, but what actual benefits have I gotten? Not theoretical benefits, because you have a bunch of benefits you think you've gotten from your imagination, but what are the actual benefits that I've gotten from my meditation, from my yoga, from my psychedelics, from my reading of books, from my listening to those videos, from my listening to these videos, from my attending this class over here, from my listening to that person over there? What's the actual benefit? And what you'll discover is that the actual benefits are a lot lower than your imaginary benefits. And that's going to be a little bit disturbing at first. It's not comfortable to realize that, but also that's a very important realization, because then you start to realize like, oh yeah, so I've been getting hooked on these imaginary benefits, but where are the actual benefits? How do I get me some of those? And then you realize, like, oh yeah, I got to actually be doing more practices. And then you'll start to do more practices and you'll actually start to see more actual benefits. Every insight or lesson that I share with you through these videos, you must locate them in your direct experience. It's not enough just to hear them and to understand them. You must locate them. You must match up the words I use with actuality. Let's go through a few examples of what I mean, because this is going to determine the difference of whether you're going to get huge results or minuscule results with these teachings. So, for example, I might tell you as an insight or a lesson that direct experience is all that exists. That's the insight. Direct experience is all that exists. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? It doesn't matter, because that's just a concept. When I say direct experience is all that exists, that is pointing to something. So what you need to do is you need to go to the next step and not just agree or disagree with me, but you need to actually sit down and look at actuality. Actuality is what's happening right here. And then look at it and say to yourself, well, is what he's saying true? How do I know what he's saying is true? Is it true that direct experience is all that exists? Let me look. That's an experience. 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 The thoughts in my mind are an experience. Oh, yeah. Everything is experience. So direct experience is all that exists. That's what he was saying. That's true. Oh, okay. Now I got it. I got it. Or take this other example. I've said in the past that evil is a concept. Do you agree with me or disagree with me? It doesn't matter whether you do or don't. Because when I say that evil is a concept, I mean that you need to pause, look at actuality, look at your hand, look at it, and ask yourself, is this evil? No? Okay. So there's no evil here. Is this one evil? No. Is that dog evil? No. Is that cat evil? No. Is that person on TV evil? No. And you go through this until you realize that evil, what is evil? Oh yeah, it's a concept. And then you got it.